Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Friday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Big Smooth, Shorty out there at B-Train, then it's D, and for Chicago, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. Hey, Smitty, for rookies being given a lot of responsibility early in a season, early in their career, do you think it helps their growth, or does it run the risk of hurting their confidence early?
You know, I think it helps them, but I think those type of rookies that you give so much and put on their plate, you still have to have some veterans around them.
Because there are going to be problems, aren't there? You know, early on.
It's always going to be adversity throughout the season. If you have a championship caliber team, there's going to be some ups and downs.
And here are the Bulls now. Done outside. 5 to shoot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Strength, focus, hard head approach. Chris Dunn powering through contact.
Here's B-Train, guarded by Levine. Nice D from Porter. And there's a whistle that goes on B-Train. That's his first foul. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Very difficult game to predict. They are not familiar with each other. I expect to see a lot of in-game adjustments tonight on both sides.
Shorty the pass to D. Jacks up a 3. Trains the three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And it's Shorty with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
He was too aggressive. That's already his second foul. We haven't even gotten out of the first quarter.
Thompson, he's checked in for Shorty. Done outside. Bulls moving the ball around. Pass to Porter. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. And the Bulls another 3.
In terms of consistency, Porter's put up some incredible seasons from distance.
Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Levine. 23 points for him the last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. It's deflected. Pass to D. Fires the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 6 points for D.
One criticism of Jim Boylen before getting extended was his offense. Called too slow and too methodical. He addressed that this offseason by getting a top assistant to redesign the offense.
Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the right side. Here's B-Train. Goes back up. Out to Thompson. The pass to D. Launches it. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And Steve, for Boylen, a first-time head coach, a smart move to shore up his staff, though.
We see a lot of coaches now hire a specialist assistant coach to delegate part of that game to. Lets guys like Boylan focus on player development and defense.
Now here's Levine. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Poked loose. And the shot is good. Levine's got 5 now.
He has length and he has athleticism. Both of those help him operate inside and beat good defenses.
Passes it to D. Buries it from 3-point range.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Denzel Valentine comes in for Porter. Saransky's checked in for Levine, and it's White in for Chris Dunn. Now, here is Young. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Satoransky with it. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. White. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young big. Well, last season, a season of change for the Bulls. They missed the playoffs with a 22-win season, and they did have a change of head coaches. Not the results many hoped for going into the year.
Now here's White. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Satoransky gets the bucket.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Smitty, as you said, the Bulls were a pick by many to compete last season.
Yeah, and this team, they continue to tinker with this roster. They made the trade for Otto Porter to be a part of their future. And you know what? The rebuild continues on.
Now here's White. It's Carter, high post. Pass to Satoransky. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:02 left in the first. Here's Big Smooth, defended by Carter. Here's Slaughter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
Now here's Valentine. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
With the 9-foot standing reach, Carter has no trouble putting that away.
And stolen by White. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Big Daddy's checked in for B. .27 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Baller. White covering. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. First one falls for him. Both shots good from the strike.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
The shot will not fall. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
They've got Big Daddy, Big Smooth out there with Slim. Then it's Shorty, and it's Chan in at the 2 guard. Outside, White. Young trying to break free. White, good. White's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Some players out there are either loved or hated by the fans. There's no in between, Smitty. But when you take a look at divisive players in the league, who pops into your head?
Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. There's some people who love him, and there's some people that hate him.
Sure.
Joel Embiid is starting to creep into that conversation. Those are some of the guys some people love him and some people hate him.
Some changes for Chicago. Markkanen, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Porter comes in for Valentine. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Satoransky. Here's White. 8 points for him. Stolen. Here's Big Daddy. To the wing right side. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried.
Now he's just showing off. With range like that, incredible.
Right side, Levine. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Beautiful play call. That's understanding Markkanen's strengths and putting him in a position to succeed.
Pass to Chan. Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
White the pass to Markkanen. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's White, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Chicago making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. Four on the clock, and it's in there. Dunn's got 6.
His bread and butter is the mid-range area. Chris Dunn carves out a solid look for himself.
Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections.
Oh, here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Dunn. Young trying to break free. Dunn's shot's good. Dunn's got 4 points in the quarter.
Especially dangerous off the bounce. Chris Dunn can shift gears in an instant.
Thompson surveying the floor. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. B, the pass to Aguilar. It's tipped. Just 5 on the clock. It's Thompson off the drive. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 6. Up top, Porter. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Here's the break. Here's B-Train. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
They get a hand on it. There's the pass to Levine. And Young kicks to Porter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 4 on the shot clock. Passes it to Levine from deep. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Nice form. The elbow right in line. Zach LaVine has a fantastic looking shot.
B, the pass to Aguilar. B, Dunn covering. The shot by Thompson, no good. Bulls trail by 5. Markkanen dishes to Dunn. The kick out to Young. And it's Chicago scoring again.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
B, guarded by Levine. Here's B. He can't get that one. And the Bulls going the other way now. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Levine, that's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists now in this one. Out to the right wing. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. Buries the long-range jumper.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Outside Markkanen. To the left wing. Dunn passes to Markkanen. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
One of the surprises with Markkanen is how physical he can be. He's willing to mix it up.
Here's Thompson. He had 10 points in the win against Cleveland. Good if it goes, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The away team leading by just 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big checking out the visiting team. Kenny?
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some.
And that's going to do it for us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Dunn in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 5. And he banks in the layup. Porter's got 5.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And with Otto Porter, the skills are always apparent with his play. And Smitty, you just like when he's playing aggressively on the floor.
Yeah, it's something that his former coach, Scott Brooks, was always trying to promote to Porter. When he becomes more than just a catch-and-shoot threat, that's when his game is at its best.
He's off on the first. Smitty, when things get heated between two players, we often see a double technical call. But should the instigator be penalized more if it can be determined who was the instigator?
I agree, Kevin. I just don't like sometimes when two guys get into it and you just automatically call a double technical. Because the strategy-wise, if I was playing Kevin and their best player had a technical already, I would get into it just so I can call a double technical and hopefully he'll be gone.
Now, wait a minute. Did you really? Honestly?
No, we did. I mean, I think that back in the day you saw like Patrick Ewing, for instance. He had a tech. We would just send somebody out there just to see a couple plays. If we can get him thrown out. Especially now, if you just call a double technical the way they do, a lot of star players have been gone.
Trying to get open is Carter. Another three for Chicago.
Coming out of college, some scouts had questions about Porter's jumper. Those questions have been answered.
Here's Shorty. Count the basket. 9 points in the game so far.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
When you watch Lowry Markkanen play, it's easy to see how easy it is for him to put up points. Attacks from all spots on the floor and has a great touch on that shot, especially for a man his size.
White, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. And really, Greg, the only knock on Markkanen is that he can be too passive at times.
And I suspect that will fade as he grows more comfortable in the league. You have to remember how young he is and missed a good amount of time with injury during that second year.
And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector. Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Pass to Chan for three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now White, 10 points for him. Here's Shorty, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Outside, White, and it's Shorty with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Valentine's checked in for Chicago. Chicago with the ball. Here's White. Good. White's got 4 points in the quarter.
And coming out of halftime, coach said they wanted to start fast. Howell's 4 for 4.
And Levine comes to help. Count that one. 6 points for Big Smooth.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Shorty, the pass to Big Daddy. Unloads from 13. It's good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Bulls trail by 6. Right side, White. Carter, left side. It's good. Carter's got his second basket of the game.
And just running the offense, White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And the layup's good off the glass. He has 5.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Carter kicks to Levine. And Levine with the slam.
An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
Shorty, the pass to Slaughter. Over to the left wing. And the pass to Chan. From past the arc. It's good from long range.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Young comes in for Otto Porter Jr. and Zedaransky subbed in for Levine. It's deflected. Stolen by Carter. Now here's Valentine. He's guarded closely. Young trying to break free. It's blocked. And here's the fast break. Here's B, the big dunk at the end of the break.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
And Young kicks to Zedaransky. 41 seconds left in the third. And here's the fast break. Goes up. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Young passes to Zedaransky, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the three ball is good.
He needs to be more proactive on offense and shoot it more. He's making most of his shots, so he's got to demand the ball more.
Pass to Young. It'll count. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational.
And so it's the visiting team heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. Back to the action after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. G out there with Slim, and there's Money, and there's B-Train, and it's Baller in at the point guard. D gets the three-pointer to fall.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Passes it to Valentine. Back to Dunn. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
You got to give it to Chris Dunn. He's been shouldering the scoring load his entire basketball career, and now he's doing it at this level.
Baller passes to D. Stolen by Markkanen. Now here's Valentine. And Markkanen throws it down.
Larry Markkanen with his size. He has decent hops also, and he can finish above the rim.
Here's D. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
And he gets it to go.
Chris Dunn is shifty, does the most damage with the ball in his hands, and you see why.
Pass to B-Train. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And Chicago has possession. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by D.
I mean, the ridiculous production from beyond the arc. They have to find a way to cool him down.
Some changes for Chicago. Porter's checked in for Valentine, and Zach LaVine subbed in for Satoransky. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the timeout, I listened in on Jim Boylan's huddle. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from three. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
And he makes the first. All free throws good from Thaddeus Young. So it's the visitors now. A 2-point game. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And LaVine comes to help. Takes it from 10, and it goes down 2 points.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
And it's Shorty with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Yep, it counts.
The young big man from Finland, Markkanen's game has really translated to the States.
Now the pass to B-Train. The three-pointer is right on target.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And so LaVine will bring it up now for the Bulls, trailing by 5. He kicks to Dunn. Knocked loose. Here's D. Rips down the breakaway slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
LaVine deciding where to go with it. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. Just 3 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. And there's Dunn on the assist from Porter. Dunn's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Shorty. Dunn covering. Here's Shorty. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris Dunn picks one up.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. The Bulls making a switch here. Carter's checked in. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
Here's LaVine, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
The coaching staff needs Zach LaVine to perform at his best when it matters, and he did it.
Here's Shorty. Dunn covering. And Dunn over to help. Here's D. Pass to B-Train. Another shot. Carter pulls it in.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's the break. Shorty, the pass to D. Beyond the arc. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Carter looking around. Kicks it to LaVine from outside the arc. Again, LaVine missing. Out to the right wing. Hits it from 3-point range.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And there's a whistle that goes on B-Train. That's foul number 2 for him. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And that one's good, Harrison.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Shorty. Pass to Slaughter. Here's Shorty. Clock at 4. The pass to B. Great touch on the 16-footer.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.